Hello and good morning, Sudoku friends. Today is Sunday. It's the 7th of January 2024. Welcome to the New York Times Art Sudoku puzzle for today. It seems that there's been a mixed reception of my last couple of days' experimentation, where I tried to make videos that are more fast-paced than usual. So I think that I will revert to the usual pace for this video, and in future maybe I'll do the fast ones once or twice a week. The first number that I see is a 2 that must go here, because these 2's here block everything else in block 1, right? So here's a 2. This 6 here blocks across. So we must have a 6 in one of these 2 squares, and therefore in one of these 2. We are lucky because this 6 blocks down, so the 6 must go here. In the left chute, we can also place a 6, because these 6's here block here, here, and here, and this 6 blocks across. So a 6 goes here. We now have a 1 and a 3 here, and we have a 1 and a 3 here. So we need a 1 and a 3 for 2 of these 3 squares over here in block 7. I think there is a pattern that is emerging, but I'm not sure if it's going to be helpful. I see a 3 and a 7 here and a 3 and a 7 here. So a 3 and a 7 must go in 2 of these 3 squares. There's also a 9 here, but a 9 unfortunately can go here and here. But I think it's worth keeping an eye on that. We also have a 1, 5 here and a 1, 5 here, so a 1 and a 5 must go in 2 of these 3 squares. Actually, when I mentioned that we had a 1 and a 3 here and here, and therefore 1 and a 3 over here, I should have said that we have a 1, 3, 9 and a 1, 3, 9 blocking here, 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 and here. So a 1, 3, and a 9 must go here. We have a 3 and a 9 blocking here. So this must be a 1. And now we have these 2 1's blocking these 3 squares. Therefore, a 1 must go here. We have this one now blocking across, this one blocking up. So one of these 2 squares is going to be a 1. Blocking across here. This one blocks across here. These 2 1's block here and here. Ergo, a 1 goes here. So let's get back to these squares. 3 and a 9 still. Can we do anything then with these 5 squares? I'm wondering. I'm not sure. So I think I'll look elsewhere. Well, we can look up here and place a 3 in this square, because this 3 now blocks up. And that gives me a 7 and a 5 for these 2 squares. Now this ghost 7 blocks down, this 7 blocks down, this 7 blocks across. So potentially we can have a 7 here and we can have a 7 here, except we know that these 2 have to be a 3 and a 9. Therefore this can't be a 7, ergo the 7 goes here. I don't think I can do much about the 2, 4, and 8 that must go here. At least not yet. But what I can say is that this 8 blocks here, and this 8 blocks here, so one of these definitely is going to be an 8. And one of these is going to be a 5, because there's 5 blocks here and here. But that still leaves me with the 2 and a 4 for the row, and I don't know how to place those. But we can place a 5 here, because this 5 blocks here and this 5 blocks here. So here's a 5. And now we have a 5 here. This 5 blocks here. We have a ghost 5 here blocking down, and this 5 blocks across. So here's a 5. Now we need a 5 for row 4. These two 5s block these 6 squares. This 5 blocks up. So a 5 goes here. We know that these are 3 and a 9. The 3 blocks down, so here's a 9 and here's a 3. This 9 blocks here, this 9 blocks here and here. Ergo, a 9 goes here. This has got to be an 8, of course. And now we're looking for a 2 and a 4 for these squares. That's easy. The 4 blocks over. Here's a 2. Here's a 4. A 5 and a 7 here, therefore an 8 here. And a 2 and a 4 here. Let's see what we can do about that. Nothing at the moment, I think. So a 2, 4 here and also here. We can place a 5 in the corner cell, I think, here, because this 5 blocks here, this 5 blocks here, and this 5 blocks here. So here is a 5 for the top row, and a 7 goes here. We can place a 9 in row 4, because this 9 blocks here, this 9 blocks here, and a 9 therefore goes here. A 3 and an 8 still remain for the row. The 8 blocks down. Therefore, this is a 3 and this is an 8. We have this 8 blocking. We have this 8 blocking up and this 8 blocking across. This 8 blocks across. Here is an 8. And that gives us an 8 for this position here, of course. Now this 4 blocks down, therefore one of these must be a 4. This ghost 4 blocks up here, this 4 blocks up, this 4 blocks here. Here's a 4. This 4 blocks across, this 4 blocks up, this 4 blocks here. Another 4 must go here. 5 and 9 for these two squares. The 9 blocks up, here's a 5, here's a 9. 9 blocks down and up and across. A 9 goes here. And for row 1, the 9 must hang out in this square here, because this 9 blocks here, this 9 blocks here. Now a 3 and a 7 for the row. Can we do anything? Not yet. But we need a 5 for column 9. And this 5 blocks here. These 5s block here and here. And we have a 5 blocking here. So the only available square for a 5 in the column is here. And a 1 for the same column is blocked from going here and here. Therefore, it must go here. Now a 7 and an 8 for these two squares. Choose 3s and 6s are causing a bit of a problem in this puzzle. But we'll get there very, very soon. We have a 1 blocking up here. Therefore, this must be a 1. and a 3 and a 7 for these two squares. Therefore, a 2, 4, and an 8 for these squares. The 4 and the 8 block here. Therefore, the 2 goes here, and these must be a 4 and an 8. The 8 blocks across, giving me a 4 here and an 8 here. Now this, of course, has got to be a 2, and this must be a 4. And we can enter a 2 here, which blocks here. This 2 blocks here and here, therefore this must be a 2. Now we need a 3 and a 6 for these two empty squares. The 3 blocks here, therefore this is a 6, and this is a 3. Now we have a 3 here and a 7 here. That gives us a 7 here, and here is 6. This, of course, must be a 4, and this last square must be a 7. That gives us this 7 and this a 2. Therefore we have these two empty squares. This one must be an 8, and this must be a 6, giving me a 6 here. And the final 3 goes in this square here. That's it. I hope that the page today was to everyone's satisfaction, and I hope to see you back here again tomorrow, Monday. I wish everyone a nice Sunday. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.